And we're rolling, everybody,
The
and
following
welcome
is
to
a
Creature Talk.
pre-recorded Creature Talk. The following is a pre-recorded Creature Talk. It will start in a few minutes.
You are watching Creature Talk.
I have just a little trash pile forming in the corner.
There's
over
garbage. There is garbage in the room, Jordan. It's on your head.
You guys ever watch
I'm just
Ohio,
joking.
St. Louis? Didn't they play recently? Anyway.
Broncos.
Here. Baseball season's over, Daniel.
Does anybody ever...
Oh, the Broncos are going to the
one,
Super
right?
Bowl.
Broncos and the Panthers.
The Broncos.
It's a tear
the
between
Bronco
you and
tube.
me.
I
Not
know.
really, but like
you
we're
doing?
from North Carolina. At least for me, for long spans of time.
This
and
is
then
exciting.
We
At
live in
least-
Colorado. I'm
Yeah.
a transplant.
Who you got? Who
I
you
didn't
rooting
really-
for?
Well, I don't really care, but North Carolina, we're from NC.
Does anyone in here have
I never
TV?
cared about the Panthers though.
But I went to a Broncos game, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Broncos
I would
games are
imagine.
pretty awesome.
So use that experience and be like, I'm going to root for the Broncos.
So now it's like whoever wins, I win.
That's
I was
kinda true.
exceedingly pleased. Oh shoot, I didn't turn up Joe's
It was
mic.
it was a good game too, didn't you? I thought
Who are
He
you
was
guys
going
rooting
to.
for? Comment below, because there's no chat.
live tweet us?
Do you guys not watch football? In that case,
Yeah, I'm not a huge football.
who do you root for?
It's one of those things where I don't care
Root for
until
yourself.
you're there, and then it's awesome.
Oh yeah, when you go to any game, it's just fun
You
to.
almost buy a jacket, and then
Don't
you
do
don't.
that.
You're like, I'm
Don't-
glad I didn't do that.
Don't do that. You don't want. So anyway, first of all, this is a pre-recorded Creature Talk. I think Daniel already covered that, but I just
Yeah,
wanted
well,
to
that way I didn't
reiterate
really
it.
explain anything.
Yeah, I was just gonna quick explain. We're
Pre-recorded.
this week we are going to PAC South, and then Dan is going back home. So
Everybody's going out
we're
of town.
losing a good chunk of people, so didn't want to put it on whoever else is left here just to record a Creature Talk. So we're doing it at the beginning of the week.
Ho!
Wait, is today Monday?
Today's Monday. It's
Today is
Monday.
Monday. Monday.
This will air.
Yeah, I thought
a
it was
bit.
Tuesday.
So if we miss anything that happens in the next few
losing-
days,
Because I'm here.
I'm losing. Yeah.
Because this is my first.
like the whole-
I wasn't here last week. Yeah,
No,
Monday.
no,
So yeah,
the
this is
whole-
my
the
first
schedules
week
are like
doing Monday
switching
now.
up. So it's like freaking me out.
Well, that's something we'll cover later in Creature Talk.
Ba-da-da.
What was I going to say? So yeah, Broncos. Nothing gives me more joy than when I see the New England Patriots get defeated.
I
Jordan
know.
has such a
Yeah, is that who they
disdain
were
for
playing,
Boston.
Jordan?
Huh?
Is that who they were playing? The Broncos and the Patriots.
Broncos versus Patriots.
Man, Patriots are usually really good. They're usually really good.
What's happening over
The
here?
Boston Patriots.
Patriots.
The Boston Patriots.
Yes, I was from Boston, but
No.
the Patriots are based. New England Patriots are based probably about 20 minutes south of Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right in Foxborough.
You don't like them?
I hate them. I hate them. Living in
lot of people hate
Massachusetts, you get the full brunt of how horrible the fans are and how terribly whiny the entire team is.
What do they? What do you mean?
Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady's the biggest crybaby
Tom
in
Brady.
football.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Then he's a
That-
very fitting.
I hadn't really seen
fitting
Gronkowski play too much, but the fact that he had to get off every time he ran like a 20-yard play and like it cut to him on the ground.
Damn.
He was getting like rolled out in an oxygen mask, and he was just like,
What?
I do love that.
Oh,
It
were
was
they
ridiculous.
like?
Is it
because
turning
of the
into soccer
elevation?
where it's like the
Probably.
flags and
Like-
stuff like that?
they're like-
Most athletes don't feel that big of a difference coming out
Yeah, I was
here.
like,
it's not like
it's
they,
kind of unfair if you
It's-
think about it.
some do, but
sitcom.
it's like, come on.
Is that-
Modifier on our,
It may be thinner air. You might be getting less oxygen.
They
But
do.
come on, pump up your body full of
you
steroids
literally-
and just go out there.
I guarantee going up those stairs every day, all of us are out of breath. Because I'm out of
fine.
breath. And whenever
I
I
take
like,
a nap every time I get.
I
to
skip
the
the
top,
stairs. I do the 2 at a time. You
yeah,
know,
but
when
that's
you're
even
running
harder.
or the elevator.
up, and then I go out, and then by the time I get to our door and punch in the
You
code,
really
I think I'm usually
like,
fine.
You
I'm
don't
usually like,
realize it, like how much harder it is to work out here.
yeah.
at the stadium they show a whole montage of all the other players that
Re-
like succumb to the
Really?
altitude. They're all, like,
Altitude
in masks.
sickness.
Wow.
You can't handle the mile.
Then it has a gif of a baby going.
babies.
We know Gronkowski can't. But yeah, I've seen it was a nail biter down to the very last play.
It was awesome.
20 to 18.
2018.
That's a
the
bad habit,
Broncos- Huh?
Biting nails is a
It
bad
is a
habit.
bad habit,
That's a
but-
bad habit
I'm the
right there.
worst.
I bite my nails.
I'm pretty bad.
I
You know why people bite their nails?
have category 5
Why?
nail biting syndrome.
It's like it's.
Is it a nervous thing?
Yeah, I think it's because they're like nervous. It's like a nervous tick.
Anxiety.
Yeah,
My thing is sometimes I'll intentionally let them grow out a bit though before I do it. I mean,
then
that's
they
not a nervous
take
thing. That's just a plan.
Yeah.
Look at mine, though. They're just
So like, I'll look at him and like,
Yeah.
oh, that's next Tuesday. That's definitely next Tuesday. That's not
That you're
like
gonna eat
anytime.
it?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna-
Wait,
You
eat it.
plan when you
He
eat
eats
it.
it.
I'm gonna
No,
eat
you
these on
spit out. You
Saturday.
spit out nails. But do you spit them in the trash or do you just spit them out and be just completely
Depends. Sometimes
not
they're
courteous?
biodegradable, aren't they?
I don't know. It's a good source.
They're
of
made out
calcium.
of
Rats
bone,
gnaw on them.
right?
Rats. Hey, it's food for the rats. Starving rats could eat those nails. You just spit them out on the ground. The
Yeah,
rats
We
eat
feed
them.
our rats
Yeah.
good here at the creature.
Carpet glue.
Ew.
So anyway, Broncos. Are
Broncos.
going to the
The
Super
Broncos
Bowl.
and the Patriots.
Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Sorry,
not
Coleman.
tied to the Broncos at all. They're a cool team and everything, but I just wanted to see the Patriots lose because it's just amazing when you see stupid Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and all the other whiners on there all lose. It's just
Peyton
great.
Manning. He's such a gentleman.
He's getting old.
I know,
He's just
I
an
can
old
tell he's
guy.
Is he like 35?
He's probably going to retire after
He'll
this
do as
Super
many
Bowl.
as nationwide commercials as he can before he
Chicken
retires.
He'll go under
Yeah,
John Elway.
That's actually a pretty smart ad
and open a
thing.
car dealership.
Yeah.
Yep.
How old
Oh
is he?
yeah. He already has one, doesn't he?
I'm gonna look it up.
I know Elway
covers- No,
does.
I'm pretty sure Peyton when
He's
he
a
first
protege.
moved out here, he bought probably about like 30 Papa John franchises in the
That's
area.
true. He's in those commercials.
Yeah.
He's in those
so
commercials.
he has a good
Let's
steak
see.
in Papa John's, so he
Peyton
bought a
Manning's
ton of them.
wife.
It's funny. He like,
Wait, what? What are you looking up, Peyton Allen?
Oh, he's like
did you
he's
see
39. He's I mean, that is pretty old for
That's
a
yeah.
football
That's old
player.
for.
The owner of the Broncos wasn't there, so his wife had to
Oh,
thank
that-
everybody, and she was literally it was like Cruella Deville woman.
I said
Had no clue what she was
Cruella.
doing.
it was a
Deville.
combo between Jennifer
Cruella
Coolidge and
Deville.
Cruella Deville.
Yeah.
If you know who Jennifer Coolidge is, she's the
She had this huge fur coat on and was reading. She's like, and congratulations
to the
Oh, Jennifer
Denver
Coolidge! Holy shit!
Broncos. Like, standing next to the
Broncos.
players and Peyton Manning, and they're just like,
How do you know Jennifer Coolidge's name?
Huh?
That's
Correct.
weird. I did.
I have a sister, okay? I grew up watching
yeah.
stupid.
No, I
like,
watch those movies too.
Legally
I watch
Blonde.
all those movies that
Oh,
she's in,
Legally
but I've
Blonde.
never known her name.
No.
She's the lady who talks like this.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I'm Stifler's mom.
Yes. Oh my god.
So I never knew her name. That's
Yeah,
so
no,
weird that you
I
know
knew
that.
better name.
Because I
She's
kept
a-
seeing her in all these stupid movies.
That's
The ones that I
uncanny.
know her most from are Legally Blonde
Stifler's mom.
and A Cinderella Story, because my sister would watch those all the time.
wearing some like pink yoga.
Yeah.
sweatsuit.
She does
Yeah,
a lot of
so that's-
sitcoms now, I think.
Actually, she's kind of hot.
But doesn't she look
She-
just like the
Yeah,
owner's
but-
wife?
But older, like
It's like,
like
that.
dying.
It's like Jennifer Coolidge in about
like
40
that.
years.
Cruella
If
Deville.
you don't know who Jennifer Coolidge is, we will pull up a picture right now for
Right,
you.
yeah,
Uh,
bring
but I
up-
hope
bring
that,
up a
I hope
picture.
that footage is on the internet because it was.
Oh, she
It
has
was,
some.
yeah, it was pretty good. She just was
Find a
like,
really good
She
one
was
of
just
her.
stopping in between yachts.
There you go.
She got off her yacht, walked over to the, or it was
in
carted
Denver.
over to the stadium, and then
Read
you
some
know,
things.
On here.
probably had a
Oh,
few
come
Botox
on.
injections because
God.
she's like, I have to be on
Barely
TV.
on the way to the stadium, she got
Yeah,
some
in the middle.
Botox.
I'm
And
sure she's a nice.
She has,
lady
like,
to me.
Oh, I'm
Botox
sure
to
she's
go.
fine.
I'm getting
But
Swaffer
she
knowledge
just
right now.
embarrassing to-
She was like Yzma, like she barely. We don't know
Yeah.
what's holding her together because ugh. But yeah, no, it was-
just the bank account.
yeah,
the direct
her husband's
deposit.
bank account. But yeah, the owner is like got Alzheimer's,
so
so he's
tiny
going
one.
downhill pretty quick, sadly.
Dang.
So
Oh, that's right. I thought he
that's
was,
so
yeah.
they're like, we won it for Pat,
But is he the owner of the team or the
the
stadium?
team. Well,
Okay.
he owns both, but
Damn. If you, I mean, they make so much money though,
Oh,
like
yeah.
millions and millions of
oh
dollars.
yeah,
They were going for because the farm people they've had tickets since '63.
60. I was trying to remember because I remember saying something
Dang.
about. It. I was like, I think it was
Do you,
like 80
you,
something.
do you
like
have to
that.
like
And each
when you get
Jesus.
the tickets, you have to keep them. Like you can't.
Computer's
get rid
really
of
chugging.
Wait,
them.
can you
Holy
pull up?
crap.
Can you pull up a picture of the wife?
Wow.
Took me about 18 years to get her
I don't
pulled up.
think
What's
those
the
are
name of the
real.
wife?
she ages
What was
awesome.
just say Broncos owner's wife?
Broncos
I don't think those are real,
But
Jordan.
They
Oh,
sold these
Denver
tickets
Broncos owner's
last year
wife.
for $1,200 a piece. Times.
Look at that
how
fucking.
many
Look at that
thousands-
shit.
Wait, so
Look
with
at
that
that.
price you quoted
75.
me, was that per?
That was per.
Oh,
last
okay,
year.
I thought
And it
that
was
was-
so. There's like.
She
70
does look like her, like a
stadium.
skinnier version of
Yeah,
her.
here
Hold
we
on,
go.
let me
Oh,
look.
bring it up. Bring it up.
Here we go.
This one?
Maybe that was from last.
Look at
year,
that
so-
necklace. Look how much. That's got to
let's
be
see
like
which
a
one loads
$10,000
faster.
necklace right there.
No, it's not.
That's
That's
solid
probably
gold.
from that's probably from
No,
Kohl's.
Is that the next
What?
necklace that
Dan,
you're
what
looking
are you
at?
doing?
I'm zooming in on the necklace.
Damn.
I'm playing,
Look how wrinkled
the
that
Sims.
is.
Well, that's why I had her face before.
Dude,
What are you talking
hey,
about?
She's beautiful in her own way.
She stopped something here.
Man, this is taking 8 billion
What do you
years to
think it
load
was?
anything.
What do you think it
Hockey
was?
puck.
Is she
Could've
Canadian?
been some-
Yeah, that hair.
My goodness, that's a high-res picture.
I did larger than 2 megapixels.
Okay,
so.
where's the picture, Daniel?
Let's
Okay,
bring
here
up
we
the
go,
side
here we go,
by
here we
side.
go.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
See?
nah.
I see it.
I mean, she
Yeah,
she-
Side by side, it's kind of hard to do it, or hard to.
yeah,
She definitely looks like her.
Oh yeah, she has
Well, you can
elements.
tell, like the nose is definitely
Elements.
similar.
She's so lush though.
Their eyes are
she's a
different,
few
though.
years of plastic surgery behind.
Yeah.
Let's
Jennifer
do that,
Coolidge
and then
needs
we'll-
a few years.
This though, how do you doctor everything but that?
I wonder.
This is really weird.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna eat her now.
I don't know though. Like, just like the texture and stuff, it's like bugging me out.
It's very porous.
Like, yeah.
She
doing
is.
the
She's a
intro.
person. Okay.
Here we go.
Done with that.
Okay, do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
can't. I'm trying to. Find...
Welcome everybody to Creature Talk 2015.
Jordan, please get the day right.
On
The
Creature
pre-recorded.
What date is it?
Creature Talk. I don't know. I think it's like the 25th.
It's
Hey, you got it.
2000
Hey.
This is from 2018.
I think
we
the
went
last
back.
one was the 50s.
We went forward.
This
in
is
time and then
actually
back
for
in
the
time.
30th, though.
Oh.
Or
How many? What number we ended
it's
up?
gonna no the 29th, and then it's gonna be uploaded on YouTube on
Today
the 31st.
is the
so
today's the 25th,
I don't even know. I don't even.
This is hilarious. To me.
and it will be uploaded on the
Too many people have asked me for
30.
the password.
No, the 29th and then the 31st.
Oh man. Hey, we had a nice, lovely pre-show discussion about Jennifer Coolidge and the
Oh, she's gone.
Broncos owner's wife.
Similarities. There's separation.
Oh!
Oh my.
Don't do it.
Ew,
I
I
just
wouldn't lick
Windex
this
that.
table.
I-
You know how
I
much
Windex.
shit. Well,
They're
either
prob-
way, I don't care. There's
this table.
there's
embedded.
deep dark things embedded into the wood of this table.
There's
It
probably-
has-
Wood.
Not as bad as the other table.
Yeah.
But
This is definitely shit.
It's chipping a lot.
it's like I was saying, had a lovely conversation. Now we're on the full brunt of Creech Talk, and if you didn't catch me saying it earlier and Dan saying it earlier, this is a pre-recorded Creech Talk due to the PAC South shenanigans that
They're
are
all
happening this
leaving.
week.
We come to you from the past.
So this is the past, and we're talking to the future. So if we miss anything that happens this week that's really big, we apologize. But this is a pre-recorded one, so we'll hopefully catch up on it the next one we have. But so welcome everyone.
Thank
We
you for
have
joining us,
the
everybody.
Joes and the
Hey.
Jordan.
yeah,
and Dan.
it's the Dans and the Joes.
I,
Dans
I
and the
like this
Joes.
crew because
The Joe Dans.
Jordaniels and the Joes.
The Jehoshaphat's.
Yes, I know. I love
Exactly.
it.
So we're
gotta
hanging
go
out
listen.
today talking about a bunch of random stuff that we had pulled up. Had the fans come up on Twitter and tell us what we
Yeah.
should talk about. First off, of course, with PAC South happening, just wanted to go over that really quick. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. for the airport with
Is that when
James.
is your flight at 8:30 or you okay?
No,
good.
leaving the not the apartment, the office at 8:30 to then get to the airport, and then me, James, and Alex are heading down to do the Grand Prix, the second leg of the Grand Prix with Polaris, and then we're going to be at PAC South Friday and Saturday, possibly just Friday. I think Alex said he was going to be around. I can't remember exactly what's happening, but we're going to be there for sure Friday. Okay, so if you're there at PAX for Friday, possibly on Saturday, I'm not really sure exactly what the schedule is or what's happening.
There's
but,
got to be there's got to be a bunch of fans going.
Oh yeah.
So if you're
There's gonna
going,
be- I'm
don't
sure
be
there's
afraid.
last year at PAX, me and Dan met quite a few.
Yeah, I've been surprised at how many fans have come up just at other things we've done that were like, we saw you at PAC South, which I didn't feel like we met that many people, but apparently we did.
Yeah,
Which
I
did
guess
they
I
talk
guess
about
that's
when
just
they met you another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
What else
considering
do they
when
have to
this is
talk about?
going up, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because we're all already going to be done.
That's true.
So never mind.
Rip.
You know, if you already
Either
met
way,
us,
tell us how
nice
PAC
meeting
South
you.
was, Jordan.
well, it was good.
Was it bigger than last
It
year?
was, but so
South
all this
early.
is in the past.
Exactly.
Even though we're in the past, describing the future being in the past.
I like the final
I know. I'm looking
thing.
forward to
I
it.
don't care
I'm not
about
gonna say
anything else. I'm
until
not
then.
going to talk until the very
Yeah,
end.
okay.
We can
Well,
do
that's
Yeah.
lovely. That's
Alright,
lovely.
dude,
Thanks a
so-
lot.
Keep talking, Jordan. They're going to do that until the end.
They're just
The
so
part
yeah,
that
we're
we
at PAC
did.
South
We gotta
right
do
now,
it
and then
all.
you know
It
we'll
went
be
off.
back
It
for
went
next
off. We gotta
week.
do
And
another one.
actually, there might not be a lot of travel next month, which I'm finally
That should
looking
be good.
forward to. So there's not a whole lot going on. But we also did get, in fact, the bullpen set up.
Yeah!
And we revealed
It's
it.
awesome. It's
We
very
did.
nice.
We had to hide it for a little bit.
Yeah, we had to do a little bit of hiding.
It was
until
funny
we
on the
could release
hub.
video.
There was one like people kept saying
There were a couple shots in there that where you could see stuff.
Did
and-
that.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, why did you? Oh no,
You gotta give
left
it
I was like-
taste.
I was like, when I edit, I look through everything, so I had to make sure. It was a little teaser.
You've trained yourself because you used to have to eagle eye and find if your face was
My
in
face
any
was in
reflections.
You don't understand like how hard it is.
paranoid now.
So now you're good at just spotting those little
Everything,
details
yeah.
and stuff
Everything,
like
yeah.
that.
But you guys still find things that I don't know, like in the background. They're like, oh, look at that, look at that. It's pretty cool.
We're just one big game I Spy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
pretty
living
much.
Yeah.
little I Spy.
Pretty much, but it's
God.
been pretty awesome so far. I
I
really
love
like
it.
the setup. We're actually
I
going to
love
get next thing I need to get in here once we come back is recording materials because we have a mixer and a stream computer out there now because we're going to be doing some streaming out there. And then I need to wire all the computers that are out there with microphones so that anyone that wants to record, and then when we do big stuff, we can all record together kind of stuff as
Yeet.
well as having
That'd
a
be
stream
really
room.
kind of stuff.
So we can split
Really
up
cool.
and do team things, and it'll be. It
Like,
adds a
while we're
whole
at our
new
desks or whatever.
yeah. It adds a whole new thing of competing and having good recording setup stuff. So
It's
that's a
been
lot of
really
fun.
cool because we've been able to check out like trailers. Like whenever trailers have released, everybody gathers around.
We
like
play Heart
computer.
of Courage.
Heart of
at the
Courage every
beginning of
day.
each day, possibly another.
Is that
middle of the
copyright?
day.
Joe farts a
Yes,
bunch.
it is.
That Joe.
What?
You farted at least
We
once
play
in
Guess
the
the Fart all
when?
the time.
in the bullpen.
Yeah, who done
You did it. You did it. It was last week.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
farted, and I think it was while you guys were
Very
recording the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would do that in a
There's some
Joe-
farting
Joe
going
farts more
on.
than
We all
anyone, by
gathered
far.
around my computer this morning and watched a Suicide Squad. They took the template of the Suicide Squad trailer and did Lord of the Rings.
That was good.
That was
Oh,
really.
that's pretty, that sounds awesome. Why didn't I get to see this?
Well, you weren't here yet.
Yeah, you weren't
so
here yet.
You were late.
to watch it later.
You do have to watch it though.
By
It's
yourself.
hilarious. It's really well done, and it showcases how
Sounds
funny Lord of the
awesome.
Rings is, or goofy. There's a lot of
Yeah,
goofy shit.
there was a lot of funny stuff.
They had some extended stuff in there though, and that it's the entire trilogy.
That
but anyway.
sounds
Are you
awesome. I
eating
want to
soup?
see that now.
Yeah.
I love the there was a part with Gimli and
Gimli.
what the fuck, the Orlando Bloom guy.
Legolas.
Yeah, that guy.
That's like the most
And he's
popular
like-
character
he's like,
in
"You
the
wanted me to
entire
get you a
movie.
I didn't even know it
Mars.
was Orlando
Oh,
Bloom
yeah.
until
That part was
the
great.
part
It's
at
all set to
Helm's Deep.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great song. I love that.
That sounds amazing. I want to see that now.
It is pretty
Can we
good.
just stop right now and just go in and watch it?
You put it up there.
No, that's copyright.
Copyright.
That's
Well,
too much
not.
copyright.
We're not letting you go, let you go.
We can watch it in reverse.
Yeah,
I love
wouldn't
that
be
song.
copyright.
But yeah, so the bullpen has been working out awesome. It's a lot of fun. Still a few more things to add. We actually just finished painting up.
Oh,
Come on!
Jesus
Come
Christ!
on!
Yeah, just spray it all in your mouth
Very,
already.
very premature.
At least we don't have the. There's no chat to like yell
Desk
at us.
isn't clean anymore.
Yeah, there is no chat to yell at us, but they'll.
There is no chat. Yeah,
No,
I keep
there will-
looking over
there
there
will
thinking
be a
there might
chat,
be a
though.
chat.
Will
There
there-
will be a
there
chat
will
at
be.
some point.
Yeah.
Eventually,
But
there will be a chat.
We're
but
not going to be
we
able
can't-
to like we can't see your guys' chat
Hey,
right now.
Irish Ishi, that's a great comment.
I mean, that's about the only guarantee you're gonna have is Ishi in the
Ishi,
comment section
she's
saying
a-
something.
the head mod.
Whether it's a great comment or not, though, I don't know, Joe.
Mm,
But yeah, bullpen's working awesome. Really excited we got to do that. really excited for what it's going to mean for increasing our ability to function and creativity and all that great stuff. So it's a lot
Been
of
fun
fun
so far.
A lot of fun so far. So with the bullpen, another update here concerning Creature Talk. We're actually going to do a minor change format-wise for Creature Talk.
This is huge.
It's not. It's
This
not
is
huge.
This is gonna
This
change.
is a mouthful.
This is a what?
A mouthful.
This is gonna change the face of the universe right here.
So we're slightly adjusting Creature Talk, very slightly, to move away from Saturdays. We're going to be streaming / recording it on a different day. That hasn't been officially decided yet, but it's probably going to be like Thursday-ish or something like that. But it's still going to be going up on YouTube the same day, so it'll just be streamed on a slightly different
This
day.
isn't so game changing because this isn't like Creature Talk used to be like. Well, back when I started doing it, was like Wednesdays at like
Yeah,
6 o'clock
it
or
was-
something. Like it's changed a bunch.
We're just trying to get it so that we can handle all of our stuff during the week.
Yeah, Monday through
I've
Friday
been finding I've
being-
been working like 6 days consistently, and it's
Yeah.
kind of wearing down. And I think a few other people are doing the same. So we're trying to do a Monday through Friday thing to avoid it wearing anyone down too thin, giving people proper weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was my first real weekend. It was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
it
really
was
weird
kinda
because I was
nice.
thinking
Yeah.
today
I
would
was
be
like, wow,
Tuesday,
this
and
is-
yesterday felt like Monday, but it wasn't Monday.
I feel like
really
it's kind of weird to have a Monday off because, like, I don't know, you can't really do anything. Like, I feel like Saturdays and Sundays are like where you could actually do stuff,
Yeah.
like going out to do something.
Yeah.
But unless more people are in work and school.
True.
and
I
stuff,
mean,
so
Monday could work for you though. I mean, it could.
If you're just
benefit
sitting at home all day, Monday works fine.
that's
Yeah.
true.
So yeah, that'll take a little bit to get into the groove of things. Probably like a few different episodes of Creature Talk, but just so everyone knows, that's kind of what we're aiming at, and the reason why we're aiming for it, just to, bring back the proper weekends. So, but if you do tune in live, it's not going to be a huge deal. Seeing as how, I mean, I don't know what time we'll make it on a weekday, so not everyone's going to be able to attend it, but we still have all the pre-recorded VOD content, so you're not going to miss it ever. It's always fully available and ready to go on all
Absolutely.
different fronts.
Good to go.
So
On all the
the
Western
old-
fronts.
the old-fashioned Creature
What about
Talk.
the
Anyway,
Eastern fronts though?
Well, I mean, you
They
got
might be asleep.
It's just so far western. It just keeps going around and it's just all the Western
We're
front.
pretty far west if you think about it, because this is only like
This
like
is
six-
back. This is where the Wild West was.
How many time
gold
zones are
rush.
there?
Manifest
I'm talking about like
destiny.
time zones though. Like until you get to like Australia where the day begins. Actually, we're not too far away from that. So we're at the end of the day.
Well, we're pretty far.
At the end or the
you,
beginning?
you get what I'm saying?
Isn't
Australia's
Hawaii at the end of
pretty
the day?
far.
Yeah.
No, Australia. Oh yeah, no, it would be.
You said,
it'd be
Australia's at the
Hawaii.
beginning of the
yeah, it'd be like after Hawaii though.
What about New Zealand? Is that still in Hawaii?
Probably New
Australia?
Zealand. I might look it up right now.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
The sun may rise in the east.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
That's true.
It settles in a final location.
Now we're just
Yeah.
going on and on about.
While the
stuff.
cat's away, the mice will play.
That's very true. That's very true.
These are all sayings taught to me by my father,
Mary had a little lamb,
who I love very much.
and he wanted to talk about,
Because
Man,
father knows best. He didn't teach me that one. That was just that old show.
and it stuck with you.
I have to say
Thanks,
this.
Pops.
These Dricklingen drinks are. We got
Drick.
them. When we were at the desk run the other day.
Ikea.
They're pretty good.
You know what?
You like
I wish
them.
they were bigger though.
If you-
Yeah, I wish
If-
they were real juice.
Okay, Joe, hit us
If
with
you're,
some facts.
I didn't look it up because I got distracted. But if you go, you know when you're in outer, if you're in outer space, the time zones are different because you're further away.
It's
Or
relative.
you're closer to the sun, so it's like the
Time
time zones
zone.
are different.
Yeah.
All right, you can go back to your conversation. I'm gonna continue.
That was it. You
Yeah.
just had
Closer
to.
to the sun. What time is it in Colorado? Is that what you just told me?
I don't
Kind
even know.
of.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense, I think. So I'm looking
He's
up
just-
Joe,
right now.
I have an idea for you. How about
Which
you go
one?
on Google? You.
Space Time with Joe.
How about you go on Google and you
I
look
found
up
it.
you look up the most interesting fact you can find on let's see, pertaining to space.
So here we go.
Spaceman Joe?
In
So it is New
like New
Zealand.
Zealand is like
Oh wait, no, New Zealand.
New Zealand is the
start.
beginning of the day.
New Zealand sees the
That would
sun.
make
The
sense.
end of the day.
That's why they're always so happy over there.
the end
Well,
of the day would
waking up.
be.
I thought it was GMT, Greenwich
Where the
Mean
fuck?
Time.
Where'd
Yeah.
Hawaii go?
Hawaii's gone.
There's no Hawaii on
They
the
don't.
map.
Hawaii's
starts.
got to be the end because it's somewhere like right here.
Okay, so if you're in Hawaii, you're literally at the end of the day.
Sweet.
So
go.
Joe,
We're not too
that's
far.
my
So what do you
task
want
for
me to
you.
do?
I want you to go on Google in
Okay.
the next few minutes. We'll
Okay.
give you because I'm gonna read our
what?
sponsor off and do stuff. You look up the most interesting space fact you can find, and then you describe it to us.
Okay.
Wearing
Here.
my space shirt.
Oh,
wearing
my
a space
god!
shirt.
Look at that.
And I
Is,
got
is
good
that the one that
facts.
you had?
That is
Yeah.
incredible.
This the one I
Why don't you
I know.
prime Joe's fact with the fact that you were about to say, unless you were just
Tell me-
making it
tell
up?
me about
All right.
Well, I was just saying you could tell everybody to set up the
Oh.
Okay, tell your fact.
tell your fact and blow his mind, and then he'll
Then
try to
I'll
find
not
one that
really-
outblows it.
It's not really a fact. I don't know if you can outblow this.
It could be a
All
fact.
right.
Okay, let's hear it.
NASA has a photo. They finally recorded something coming out of a black hole.
What?
Out of. And it
What the fuck?
Shooting at. And
There's
they
a
have-
video?
It's an image.
What is it?
They don't know. But it was
What
first
the
time.
hell? It's a
I mean,
spacecraft.
black holes suck. suck everything up. So what could
true.
be coming out?
Yeah.
I doubt anything would get slingshot out of there because black holes, they pull in so much. They have such gravity.
But it's coming out from the other end of
They
it.
even pull light in. So
Yeah.
if they can catch light.
NASA
It's
caught
what
the
can
title of this
gotta be an expert.
ABC news article is NASA caught a black hole burping in a nearby galaxy.
Maybe it's just ejaculate,
Jack.
or it's a Super Saiyan. Boo is on his way. No, it's Frieza.
Frieza.
So the only person to go into a black hole.
Michael McConaughey.
Matthew.
I mean, Mike.
His name did change when he crossed the event
Something McConaughey. He's married to Anne
I went to
Hathaway,
McConaughey
which
this
was,
weekend.
if you remember, she's related to Danny Hathaway.
Yeah, Danny Hathaway.
Who remembers Danny Hathaway?
I remember Danny
Oh
Hathaway.
boy. Okay, so I'm gonna read our
old
sponsor
little Annie
today.
Hathaway.
While you look that up and while Dan looks up a little
Yeah.
bit more about this.
I'm
fact.
reading it.
So this episode of Creature Talk is brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic geek and gamer items and pop culture gear. For less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparels, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code CREATURE to save $3 on any new subscription. Loot Crate is more than just a subscription service. It's an entire community of fans that share their experience and interact with each other around the unboxing of each month's crate. And they guarantee $40 plus in value in every single crate. Sometimes it's a lot more. Every month there's a different theme, and all items are created around the same theme, or around that theme. So for this month, for February, we've braved the dangers of Alexandria and bribed some mercs with chimichangas to bring you the finest loot this side of the afterlife. What do you think that's about, huh? This month's theme.
What's Deadpool's predilection with chimichangas?
I'm not really sure. I don't know much about Deadpool. That would be someone that reads a lot of Dead. So anyway, this month's theme is Dead and reaches across genres to bring you 5 exclusives, including a T-shirt and 2 figures to celebrate new episodes of The Walking Dead and Deadpool's solo film debut. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. to subscribe and receive that month's crate. When the cutoff happens, that's it. You're gonna have to wait till next month to get that new crate. So don't be, a cat and miss this month's Deadpool one.
Yeah,
So go to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code creature to save 10% on your new subscription today.
Oh,
Thank you again, Loot Crate, for sponsoring Creature Talk.
was it? Was it on here or somewhere? I think it was on here where
Trash
you
bot.
said they're like for like all this year they're doing a guaranteed shirt in every single box.
Well, they have what it is they have a different type of subscription. So there's Loot Crate, and then they have different types of crates.
Oh, really?
So you can get
didn't
like
know
more premium crates that have better stuff.
Ah,
So I think the one that you were thinking of
Premium.
was like a different, like a shirt, like a premium shirt one, or premium socks one. There's a socks one too. But so Joe, have you found something?
I found something that could actually benefit me. Okay.
I don't even understand that.
You ready? You ready? All right, here we go.
Let's hear it.
I gotta find it again. Okay, you become taller in space. You can grow up to 2 inches in space
Because there's no gravity.
There's no gravity. So
Wait,
I can become.
Let him explain.
Right
that.
now, I'm only 4'8", and if I went to space, I'd be 4'10".
You just throw your phone down.
It has a case on it. 4'10".
That doesn't protect the jostling.
You're
So-
not 4'8".
Yeah, I am.
4'8"?
Yeah.
No.
People are gonna come to PAX with a tape measure to prove that I'm not, but I am.
At PAX?
4'8".
At
Yeah,
PAX.
So-
PAX East.
PAX
with space,
And you can't cry. You can cry. Here's another one. You can cry, but your tears never come down.
They just float
They
away.
just like bubble up in your eyes.
Because there's no gravity.
Exactly.
Okay, so
All of these involve
So
no
there's no
gravity.
gravity.
There's no gravity in space was your
let me
fact.
ask you something: is a human body able to withstand extended space travel that would include enough time to let yourself grow?
Yeah. Why not?
Well,
Why not?
well, that's why I'm asking you to see if they had mentioned that at all.
Yeah. Here, let me. I'll read it.
Okay.
NASA's also grown
Because-
the first flower in space.
I did see that actually.
First
They
plant in
grew a
space.
plant. They grew a plant,
That's all.
and you can also grow Joe out there too.
Yeah. No, they were saying like if you're on the what's it called, the space station?
Yeah.
You'll grow like 2 inches like with no gravity.
Does it disappear when you come back?
Yeah. You know when you go to bed, if you like lay straight, you grow at night, and then in the morning, like your body's like compressed, so you shrink. Did you know that?
What? No, I didn't.
I'm not even kidding. If you sleep like laying down like that, and you're
Like anybody would.
no,
for the
no,
most
some
part.
people are on their side.
Oh, okay.
If you're on your back, you'll actually grow.
Every
I
time.
tried it one time.
You tried growing
Yeah, I
one
was like
time
4'9" after that.
just for a little
And,
bit.
here's another one. Your feet. What was it about your feet? Your feet peel. Oh yeah, because you don't use your feet. You can't walk in space, so your feet peel.
Oh,
skin on
and then
your
you get
feet
you get a fresh layer.
Yeah, it literally comes off.
And then they just start getting bulbous.
I
because
can't imagine.
you're
I
not
can't
using
imagine
them.
what the.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the transitional period of coming back to Earth after staying in space for an extended time would be like. Just being hit by gravity.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And then like, especially, I'm curious to see what will happen in the future when we start going to planets that are like
different
1.6 gravity or like 2
yeah.
gravity, and then you're on there, and it's just like.
Oh, Jordan, you can watch Interstellar and find all this out.
Well,
Yeah.
no, they don't.
Yeah,
They don't really
they
discuss
don't really react.
the long-term effects
Well,
of like getting
not the
scrunched
long-term
They would
down
have to-
because
they
They just
Everyone's
mention it, and then they're
walking
acting
around.
normal the rest of the time.
They would have to duplicate the gravity from Earth
I wonder if
on
it's
that
like-
planet.
Terraform. I don't know how you would
Your
adjust
X
gravity
And
on a
you
planet.
can't have a baby.
Affect its mass.
You can't give birth in space.
Really?
Yeah, you can't.
Well, there goes the Interstellar plan.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I can't remember where I heard.
Did
it.
you just see? Did you
No,
see-
no, no, it
Wait,
was
wait.
like- it was
Can
like a
I'm gonna
while
Google this? Can you give birth in space?
You
I bet
can't.
you can if you're in a centrifugal forced.
yeah, that makes sense.
If the baby's projected to shoot out.
This didn't
Then
even come up with
it
anything.
could.
This didn't come up with anything. I don't think
I
there were.
don't think NASA's testing that.
It has 3.2 million results, but none of them have anything to do with what I Googled.
73rd
Oh,
shuttle
that's
of
a new
pregnant
that-
women shot to the
Oh,
moon.
and I did the wrong thing.
They're gonna have to do some
They can
tests right now.
have
Okay, so a baby born in space. This is off of NASA's website.
Oh,
Really?
Things will become be more complicated if the fetus develops in space and is then born. So I'm not going to try to answer that one yet. I guess this was an answer.
Oh, it's like a Q&A
If
thing.
if a pregnant woman flies in space and gives birth almost right away, the baby will be pretty normal because it will develop in the womb very normally at Earth's gravity.
Okay.
That was answered in 1989.
Oh, so if it was
Wow.
if they were impregnated in space,
Then it would get
and developed in space,
Yeah,
then it would
could-
be
Then
a
it would
problem.
probably be pretty problematic.
And then when they give birth, then it would grow in space as well, which would not be good for their
Space
bones.
baby. I don't know. I don't know what gravity's role is.
Space baby.
Gravity
Gravity
does
role is
a lot.
everything.
Gravity
that's
is a big.
Otherwise,
role.
it'd just be like,
You ever watch that movie, Joe?
oh,
Which one?
Gravity.
No.
That movie
I don't like
explains it all.
space claustrophobia.
That
movie doesn't explain.
explains
it.
I
all.
like
That movie
space.
has-
I don't like being in
That
a
just
tiny
shows
Sandra
the
Bullock.
that just shows the dangers of
Sandra
perpetual
Bullock.
motion or
and
George
debris
Clooney.
in the atmosphere.
Shows you the dangers of letting George Clooney lead a mission into space.
he's just sitting there. Hey guys,
I'll
I'm the
do
funny one here. Woohoo!
I robbed that casino.
I'm George Clooney.
Is that what it's called? Is it perpetual
Rob the moon,
motion,
too.
inherent velocity?
Centrifugal?
All those sound correct.
Huh?
I said all
Thrust.
those sound correct.
Inertia.
It's something inertia.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Kinetic
dangers
energy.
of inertia and kinetic
Potential.
energy in space because
There is no
if you don't have
transference.
inertia dampeners.
There is no transference of
going
energy.
forever. Which
You're-
is
it's
why-
just
Is
continual.
that from Star Trek?
In that movie Gravity,
Reverse
that
the
wouldn't have
polarity.
happened because the
That's what they do in Star Trek all the time.
projectiles would have kept getting further and further away. You know what I mean?
We're shooting stuff now?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, no, they would have.
If they're
They wouldn't have hit. They wouldn't have kept hitting them.
if it was orbit, if it was caught in orbit, it would stay in orbit.
Yeah, that was scientifically correct.
I don't think so.
If something like that were to happen, it would make space flight and or putting up other stuff up
But
there.
you literally think it'd be in the same exact area? It'd probably drift a little bit.
That's the purpose of where those were. They are in the rotation of Earth's gravity. They don't come back down. They don't go back up.
I don't know.
They
We'd
are
have to-
they
we'd have
are
to actually,
in constant loop.
we'd
Satellites
have
are in
to do an
constant
actual
loop.
Test
Sometimes sometimes they can lose what's it called?
momentum.
Not
Potential
momentum, but
energy?
yeah, whatever. They could lose the whatever technical term is for it, and they can fall back into Earth's atmosphere. But
Orbit.
Orbit, yeah, they can fall out of orbit. But I can't
go.
remember the word I was looking for.
There's a
specifically.
lot of space stuff.
There's a lot of
you
stuff.
know.
Would
Watch
you
the movie
guys-
Space Cowboys, and you'll be set for life.
Would you guys do that? Would you go into like
I would go into
out of
space.
any space movie?
Jordan.
what
I
mission
would
would
go
you
into
want to go
space.
on?
Armageddon.
Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Yeah.
I would say the Interstellar one would be the cool
Or
one.
Armageddon.
would be the cool one.
Yeah.
The way we say that again?
Armageddon.
Ooh, that's a good space one.
It was. I don't think it's real, but it was
I'm sure
Did,
it is, and I'm sure you could look it up right
Dan.
now, Daniel.
I'm gonna Google it.
Did Interstellar make you cry?
Yeah,
Made me cry too.
that's good.
I wanna
The
edit-
part
You're
when they go
human.
down to the planet and then they come up and the guy's like, "I've been waiting here for."
Is that where you cried?
Yeah, I cried.
You cried when that guy was up there for years.
It was
and
very
years and years?
emotional.
I want to edit that scene where he's watching the video. You know how people.
Oh,
watch it.
yeah.
I want to do McConaughey in space.
Matthew.
watching
Michael?
his own Lincoln
Michael,
ads.
Matt.
I'm sure somebody's done that.
That'd
Let's
be
see. Let's see if anybody's done that. What did you picked Armageddon on? You said what movie? You didn't pick a movie.
Pick one. 3.
Star
2.
Wars. I mean, come on. How can you?
Star Wars.
That
That's a
doesn't
cheat,
count.
though.
That doesn't
That's a
count.
cheat.
What happened to Star
Has-
Wars? You were
Rocket
talking
Man. That movie, Rocket Man.
with
Rocket Man.
Yep.
the guy with the Ophi looking head.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like an Ophi.
Rocket Man. I'd be in that.
He looked. Oh, that, yeah.
Does anybody see Mission to Mars?
Yeah, yeah.
Mission to
Nah,
Mars?
That's pretty crappy.
So you have seen it or you
A
haven't
little
seen it?
bit of it, yeah.
It's a good movie. It's
Wasn't
a
it really-
good
really
movie.
corny?
It has Don Cheadle,
Yeah.
Tim Robbins, and Gary Sinise. He's Mr. Space.
Gary Sinise
He was in Apollo 13.
and Uncle Dan.
Oh, yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Uncle Dan.
What about Tom Hanks?
Uncle Dan.
Uncle Dan, the ground control.
What's that new movie Tom Hanks is in? He looks like
Castaway?
Bridge,
He looks like
Bridge of.
the Colonel.
Bridge of
from
Spies?
KFC.
He's playing Sully in that Miracle on the
X-Files?
Hudson kind of movie
That
thing.
could be it.
Captain Sully. He has a mustache right now, I
And the
think.
Colonel hair.
And yeah, it's white.
Colonel Sanders.
What was I was searching the
time for that mid roll.
what?
I already did
It
it.
already happened.
I already did it. when you were
I
looking
went.
up
I
the
went.
space
I
facts.
think I went forward in
Matthew.
time.
I never saw the
did.
last Loot Crate because it was the Fifth Element, I think.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, I
space
think
and
so.
such.
That would have been it. We could have
I
talked
know.
about
I
space.
was
So
excited
let's
to see
let's
that
talk
one. I never
about
saw it.
death. It's this one, the
Death?
great
The
unknown.
Dead.
Well, we can talk about the various movies that
Oh,
have come out and
yeah.
are coming out in the next
Yeah.
few months.
Enlighten me. I don't know. What's the list?
The list, of course, is the atrocity which seems to be forming called Batman versus
Versus
Superman.
Oh my.
The Deadpool movie, which has been pretty interesting to watch develop, which should be pretty good.
Yeah, it should be good.
Then you have X-Men Apocalypse. You have
know that.
help me out
Laser
here,
Team
Dan.
comes out in 2 days.
Laser Team is
Oh,
coming
Laser
out in a
Team.
couple days here,
He's a T.
I want to go
which
see
I
that.
think is at the AMC in Highlands Ranch.
What?
They're definitely playing at the Alamo.
I didn't
Really?
see it.
They showed a trailer for
They
it in front of
did?
Star
Okay.
Wars there. I would hope they
Holy
would play it if they're
shit.
showing a trailer.
I didn't see
Um,
it pop up. So maybe it was just under because they're doing a thing where they have like this campaign thing where if you buy enough tickets across the country, your different theaters, they show it. So they know.
Yeah, I
enough
didn't know
people
what the
are coming.
launch plan was for that.
gonna
But
have to watch it.
in that case, maybe they didn't need to at the Alamo because the Alamo is kind of a shoe-in, so they were going to play it anyway. So
Yeah, I'm gonna look this
that'd
up.
be
Laser
that'd
Team
be pretty
movie
cool
night.
to watch. Go see some
No, they're not
laser.
playing it yet.
Laser Time.
At least it's not on there.
David Bowie.
Let's see what else. Danny, what am I? Dan,
Well, that's
Danny?
I was pulling Danny. Did you just call me Danny?
I kind of did. It was a
This is like-
mistake, a slip of the tongue, but
It's like 9th grade art class.
Danny.
Do you feel
Let's
me?
see the movies that came out that I've seen recently. I saw The Revenant, which was an excellent movie.
Love that one.
Excellent
Oh yeah,
movie. Has anyone else seen it?
Bradley Cooper.
No. I hear he pulls a tauntaun. Is that what that? What?
Oh, they're from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Spoilers.
Yes, he does.
Spoil movie I haven't even seen.
Yes, he does. So that was a pretty darn good movie.
I've heard good things.
Saw Hateful Eight. It
Fuck
was
is
pretty
his
good.
name?
Who? Leo DiCaprio.
Leo DiCaprio.
What in the
Leo
world? That's who you were trying to
DiCaprio.
figure out was
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy was pretty darn good in that movie.
Tom Hardy's pretty darn good in anything.
Oh, Suicide Squad. That's the other one that's
Oh,
coming
you didn't
out.
mention Suicide
No, I
Squad?
didn't.
Suicide Squad, yeah.
Suicide
that's,
Squad.
Well, that's not till
Which seems to be
That should be very
closer
the
to
one
end of
that's
the
looking
year
very
the
good,
or
best.
something like that. Or
They
summer.
just released that
The
pretty awesome
Revenant.
trailer.
What am I doing right now?
Featuring.
I'm trying to
what
pull
else
up
is
the
happening?
calendar.
Star Wars got
Leo.
delayed.
Star Wars,
Star Wars
got delayed another
DiCaprio.
year or
Half year.
Why is
My
this like
goodness.
set back?
Star Wars.
I bet I was telling Dan, I bet the editors for that movie are like, like they could like chill out for a little
I'm
bit.
sure
now.
everyone on that
The effects team, like
Yeah,
the
like-
effects team's more so than the editors.
Yeah.
The
Editing-
editors don't have as much work
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
animators do.
They don't have to.
That's why there's
worry as
generally only
much.
1 or 2 editors. For the newest one, it was the same 2 editors that JJ has used
They
for like
were
all of his projects.
Literally 2 people
It was
edited
Mary-
that entire movie.
Yeah, just cut it.
They cut the movie.
I know that's a good bit of work though. Like, if
Not
you think
really.
about it.
Well, they
It's
have
like-
plenty of time to do
They
it.
don't just think about it. So Dan, when he does a short, he has to edit it, special effects, sound
Yeah,
design,
yeah, yeah.
like music. They literally only have to cut
Edit,
it.
yeah.
Like they just cut it, and then everyone else does the sound design, music, special effects, blah blah blah.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird though if you didn't have like the music to cue
They
the cut.
they do temp music.
Yeah, yeah.
They put temp music in there. A lot of editors.
Because
use
a
temp
lot of
music.
times the music is like it fits like the scene perfect.
Well, no, that's because they score it.
oh,
They'll
like
go in
after?
afterwards
Oh,
and
okay.
score the music
Yeah.
too. Like that's the ideal is to be able to go in there and like make the music.
the exact
Right.
moment. Like
So movies
Blaster.
coming soon. Movies coming soon. Ballet Les Megères et Prophéties, The Taming of the Shrew, Chicagoland Shorts Volume 1, Guy Madden Trilogy, Lady Snowblood Double Feature, The Pastor Event,
What is this?
I never heard of
Uh,
any
Is that
of them.
Alamo?
Best of Riff Tracks The Room, Backtrack starring Adrian Brody, 50 Shades of Black. No, this is just like the Fandango list. Okay, well, the 50 Shades of Black's coming out
Oh
soon.
my goodness.
With
What is that?
the continual Marlon Wayans
the Wayans
spoof.
brothers, like
I think it's just been him
Just
primarily
him,
heading
yeah.
these up because he's done the 2 Paranormal Activity parody
Oh,
movies, and now he's
yeah, I
doing
know who
50
you're
Shades
talking
of
about.
Black. Laser
never
Team comes
watched
out the
them.
29th apparently. Okay, so
Oh,
that,
sorry,
I thought it was the 27th.
And that's coming out.
It
like,
just came out
very
today.
soon.
I love that jackal shoot.
Oh yeah, today. It came
today.
out
Today.
today.
Kung Fu Panda 3 comes out the same day, so they'll have some
Oh,
some
fierce
competition.
big competition.
That's why Amazon gave me that movie for free.
Kung
Really?
Fu
Terminator
Panda.
2.
Really?
You just won.
Kung Fu
You
Panda
won it.
2.
You won it.
So now I own it.
Kung
Now
Fu
I know
Panda.
Josh Groban stages live
That's
February
the world?
4th.
How about you
Check it out.
How about you name the real
I wish I could
movies?
check them off like
No,
to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what?
Go ahead.
No,
go
I was
ahead.
watching. We're watching The Office. and-
Yesterday.
Yeah,
Josh Groban.
He
He's
was-
he's Andy's brother.
Yeah, and that's like in season 9.
Yeah.
And then Parks
8
and
and
Rec,
9, yeah.
Funny.
they just released season 7 on Netflix. So I
Yeah.
started watching
Is
them.
Josh Groban
so the
in it?
day before, we watched the episode of The Office with Josh Groban, and then the
Yeah,
next
where,
day I
where he's on
watched
the
it
boat.
on Parks and Rec. He was on there like
This is awful.
years
oh my
apart,
God.
2 different shows, and they lined up.
I love that show
Yeah.
though. That's got to be my favorite show. The Office.
Yum,
It's
yum, yum,
perfect.
I love it.
You know, after years and years of following this movie, and it seemed to like go through production hell like over and over again. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies comes out
Oh yeah,
February
I keep
5th.
seeing that trailer.
They've been talking about making this movie for the last 5 years or so. Just
What is it?
it was a book that or a comic book. I think it was a book.
graphic novel.
Is that all the
Was it a
daughters?
graphic novel?
It's like
No.
all the girls and they're all like zombie killers. or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like they're kind of it's kind of has
Woman
that
power.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter kind of vibe,
Yeah.
but it looks a bit better than that. Yeah, Deadpool.
I'll probably watch that.
Zoolander 2 is coming out
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
soon.
that'd
I've
be
seen the
funny.
first.
That's coming out next
Zoolander,
month.
so-
You really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You should watch it.
I'm excited for
Why?
Zoolander.
It's really funny. It's a
haven't
really
seen
funny
Zoolander.
It's a
movie.
good one.
Very funny movie.
Ben Stiller's usually pretty good when he's.
Like
I
Night
don't know
at
if he
the
directed
Museum.
that, but
Well, it's different. This was in the age when those movies were really good,
Yeah.
and then they went down.
You
That's
should
true.
watch it. Very good movie. Very good
looks
movie.
like there's a
your
weed movie
recommendation.
calling
Very good movie. Better
Rolling
watch it.
Papers.
Take your
Nice.
recommendation.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
Grimsby. Grimsby's coming out. The Brothers Grimsby, starring
world.
Sacha Baron Cohen. This is
Oh,
actually like
goodness.
a. Have you seen the trailer for it?
I don't think so.
I think Steph was telling me about it.
Good little bird.
Well, I think that was one of the last movies she may have worked on or read the script or something.
Probably. Sasha, what is it? Is it like his regular like type movie?
It's Mark Strong
little birdie
plays
has
his
to poo.
brother, who they were separated as young children, and Mark Strong went off and became a super spy secret agent, and Sacha Baron Cohen was
Oh,
a
I
burnout.
have seen a trailer of that.
With
Yeah, I
secret
think
agent.
she was telling me about some kind of scene in there that's like super controversial or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was telling me a little bit about it too. Gods of Egypt comes out February
oh, yeah, I saw
26th.
a trailer for
Gods
that.
of Egypt looks like the most garbage piece of shit
I didn't see it.
that
You know what it
I've
reminds
ever
me of,
seen.
Daniel?
300.
Immortals?
No.
Oh yeah.
300?
Think worse.
300
Oh, I
too?
Frankenstein?
I Frankenstein.
That could be that's probably going to be on par with I Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So what is
I'm
Gods of
pretty
Egypt?
sure.
Like, what do you have
It
going on?
stars
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler,
Really?
and the dude who plays Jaime Lannister in the Game of Thrones. I can't remember his name.
There's another
Um,
Gerard Butler movie coming out that looks horrible.
London Has Fallen.
Yeah.
Isn't that the sequel?
It's a
the White
sequel
House
to
has fallen?
the Olympus Has Fallen.
Olympus.
Are
Oh,
you
sorry.
kidding
He's like this gritty agent, but he sounds.
And Aaron Eckhart's still the president for some reason.
My
He won't leave.
goodness.
Man.
But I guess like in that movie, it seems like major dignitaries get killed pretty early on in
it's,
that movie.
pretty
I wonder who's gonna die.
vicious.
It'd be interesting, just like
Goodness.
shitting on like different foreign dignitaries. Yeah, Gods of Egypt should be pretty garbage. It looks like Gerard Butler's just doing Leonidas again.
That was like his
seemed
only
like
good
it, yeah.
movie.
999. I
300.
think that looked pretty.
Is there a
good.
new Triple X movie too?
Really?
Yeah, Vin Diesel
Vin
just
Diesel?
keeps posting pictures on his Instagram of him training. It's like him on like a fucking jet ski or him skateboarding or whatever.
Come
And he's like
on.
getting ready for Xander. Oh man, this is gonna be so fun and stuff like that. He's really funny to follow on Instagram.
I gotta follow him right now.
Goodness, I don't want.
Maybe
to
I-
know
maybe I
about
would.
that at
He's
all.
one of the few actors that actually like does all of his like
Everything.
promotion and everything like through the fans. Like he was one of the first actors to like run their own Facebook pages and kind of drive a lot of activity there. Yeah, he's been tweeting about another Triple X movie, another Riddick movie, and the future of the Fast and Furious movies.
There's gonna be like fucking 50 of them.
Yeah, London Has Fallen comes out March 4th. 10 Cloverfield Lane comes out pretty soon, actually. It comes out March 11th. The
I never saw
pseudo
the
Cloverfield.
first Cloverfield.
You never saw Cloverfield?
Are they really making another one?
It's like in that universe. It might not have anything to do with the aliens or anything or whatever the fuck
Vinny.
that thing
Is
was.
that the one that they're in the bunker?
Yeah, the bunkers, Howard.
Howard.
I don't know. I'm scrolling down. It looks like Batman v Superman comes out. What are you doing?
He's looking at Vin Diesel's
Vin Diesel.
Instagram.
Oh, is that must have been a post earlier today?
Vin
He
Diesel
didn't
he's not
say
even talking.
anything.
He
He
didn't
just
even
had his
talk.
dude say
Vin
everything.
Diesel.
My goodness.
He always just posts. He posts pictures of Paul Walker every once in a while. It just says much love or something like that. Yeah, that's the one.
Is he
That,
rollerblading?
you know, he's like
I gotta
he's
show the
skateboarding or
camera.
He's
whatever.
gonna skin his
goodness.
bald ass head.
Oh, God's Not Dead 2's coming out, Jordan.
What?
Do you ever remember, did you ever see the trailer of God's Not Dead?
Hi.
I don't think so.
It's a movie where there's this
liking
Christian
that
kid who
picture.
goes to college, and his professor at the
I
start.
saw. I think I saw.
At
What's
the start of the
like
semester, he has to
description of that
have
on, like,
everybody
Netflix
write down
or
on a piece of
something.
paper, say God's dead or whatever, and everybody does it except for this one kid who stands for his right of religious, whatever. And
That's Ichi. Never
yeah.
mind. I don't want to talk about it.
but anyway, it's a portrayal of religious people being the minority and stuff, which is hilarious.
Where?
I can't remember.
And this one has Melissa Joan Hart.
What? No, Melissa Joan Hart.
It stars Melissa
Okay.
Joan Hart.
Okay.
Teenage Witch?
She was
Yeah.
from Nickelodeon, right?
Oh,
jumping
the new.
ship?
They're doing a spin-off of it's Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yes,
They're
it's just
doing-
the Huntsman.
Now it's
or
just the
whatever.
Huntsman because no one liked what's her name because she was so terrible. Kristen Stewart.
They almost.
They're like,
I think
everyone
right-
likes Chris Hemsworth. Let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's so weird because he just wields that axe and he looks like he's carrying a hammer because he throws it in the trailer. I'm like, he's throwing
Thor.
Mjolnir. Like he literally is
Yeah,
so
no,
typecast.
It's hilarious.
That
and
it's
like
funny.
the funny part about it is they didn't really make him out to be anything special in the first one because I'm pretty sure I saw at least some of it. And then like for this one, he's like, we train them from a young age.
yeah,
to be
here it
like-
is. April 22nd. It seems like
It actually looked pretty good though. Like,
Yeah.
There you go.
It looked like a pretty good action.
That actually
movie.
looks
Probably
really
not-
good.
It's not like
Yeah,
There was like
yeah,
no.
the first one was not that.
You know, like
great,
in
I'm
trailers how
sure.
they'll show like comedy and stuff. They'll have like a joke or whatever. There was like no jokes. It was like all
I already
like,
watched
action.
it for that.
So we'll see.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
so it looks like I guess because Batman v Superman took a March spot, which is really weird for a blockbuster. Generally, you would do that in May is
yeah.
generally when that kicks off. But originally, they were at the same time slot that Captain America: Civil War was on. We talked about it on Creature Talk a bunch, and then Batman came out, did March, and now it seems like a lot of kind of bigger movies are actually going to be kind of earlier on because April has Disney's Jungle Book coming out. They have The Huntsman coming out.
Murray.
Keanu with that was the Key and Peele movie. That looks hilarious.
What? They're making a movie?
Yeah, they have a.
Oh my
it
God.
looks hilarious. There's a
love
Red
Key and
Band trailer.
Peele.
Well, they have this
Love
cat
them.
running around in slow motion with action sequences like bullets flying and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh my God, yeah,
The
Key and
Ratchet
Peele
and
are
Clank
great.
movie's
Kidding.
coming out. That's
What?
relevant. That's relevant to our.
Ratchet and Clank.
They're doing a full-on theatrical film with like
What?
the same voice
Why
actors
now,
and
though? Like, the
I
game-
don't
the game
know.
hasn't been out
It looks
forever.
good. It does look
Yeah,
good
yeah.
Warcraft movie's
it's
another
kind of like a
one.
reboot.
It'd be
Yeah,
like-
Warcraft.
It'd be like Halo, like dying out, and then like 10 years. Like,
Speaking of which,
all right,
what they
let's
did.
make a Halo movie.
They did that already.
yeah, except
But the
they'll
last-
probably
Angry
bring back the
Birds
Halo.
movie.
I don't
Yeah, I
even
heard of
remember
that. That was a long time ago.
Holy shit, May is gonna be nuts.
Let's see, what's I think Vikings is coming. The new season's in February, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I tweeted at you at one point. I think it was like
It's
around
gonna
Valentine's
be
Day or
it's
something
gonna
like
be
that.
Travis Fimmel's like
Oh, Warcraft is gonna be his big launching.
Warcraft, and then Vikings. He's gonna have.
Ew.
But okay,
What?
so
The Warcraft movie.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. Like I mean,
It looked like
if
a
you
bunch
like
of-
it, I mean, go watch it. Let me know how it is.
the special effects dudes.
It should be really good, but not my kind of movie.
Yeah, the special effects dudes were talking about. This was months ago before they had released the trailer or images or anything. All right, I'm hearing some rustling out there.
I don't know what that rustling is.
They were talking about how they worked closely with the dudes who did Avengers and did the Hulk CGI and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when the trailer came out, I was like, yeah, these guys, the orcs kind of do look like just like Hulks.
Hulky, yeah.
It's kind of weird.
They probably use the same CG code for it.
Yeah, something
Well,
like
every
that.
time I see a commercial or advertisement for World of Warcraft, it looks cooler than.
Oh yeah,
Like, that looks awesome.
Their
Their
CG
CGI
trailers
stuff
are
is just
amazing.
always-
But it
Great.
does. They do seem to match up. It seems like they carried that over.
It'll just be like a
Yeah.
whole movie of that.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of cool. But
We'll see.
Other than
Okay,
that-
so May has Captain America: Civil War, Free State of Jones starring Matthew McConaughey, who plays like a Confederate soldier who like
it's
turns
he
or
has
something
his
like
own
that
little,
or
like,
whatever it is.
regime that happens.
Yeah. The Nice Guys, Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising.
How are they gonna make a Neighbors? Like, come on now.
what's Neighbors one about?
Fucking. what's
Seth
his name?
Rogen, Seth
Seth-
Rogen and his wife and new baby
Oh.
move in next to a frat house.
Keep going.
It's like James Franco's
s-
brother, who I don't know his name.
Star Trek Beyond.
James Franco's.
Danny Franco. Yeah.
Star
Danny
Trek
Franco,
Beyond
yeah.
comes out. Alice Through the Looking Glass and X-Men Apocalypse. So that's a bunch of
It's a
movies. in
good-
May.
Alice
good
Through the
bit,
Looking
good bit.
Glass. Which one is that? Is that?
It's a sequel to the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that
not
looks
directed
pretty
by
good.
Tim Burton though. Yeah, that one looks decent. I'm cautiously
You know what,
optimistic
though?
about Star
You know
Trek.
what, Dan?
A lot
Like,
of people were
this
really
is the
turned off
time
by
of the
that.
year where they have all the trailers, and like throughout the year you watch them, and you're like, man, that was a letdown. Like they'll be like, I'll guarantee at least like half of them will be pretty good though.
Now You
At
See Me
least
Too.
half.
Now You See Me Too. I haven't seen Now
Batman
You
vs
See Me
Superman
One.
has been ruined for everyone.
Who is that?
It's
Like
What are you doing?
We're doing
What?
Creature Talk.
No, we're
it's
live.
pre-recorded
We're
Creature
live
Talk.
right now. Yeah, come on in. Say hi to everyone.
Creature Talk. Okay.
Anyway.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Conjuring 2, Warcraft.
Ooh, Conjuring 2.
The first one's good.
First Conjuring is really
Have you
good.
seen Annabelle?
Tarzan.
That's a prequel. It's great.
Oh, okay.
It's
well, I know
good.
they had talked about it, and I was like, oh, that must be the
Yeah,
same
they go
Annabelle
back.
that
They go
trailer
back
was
to the
on.
origin of Annabelle, and that's
Oh,
good.
Conjuring was a really like I don't like horror movies at all, but that was a darn.
Have you seen the
good
Insidious movies?
movie. Yeah,
You
just
should-
the third one, I think.
Oh,
The first
well,
one
that's
was really
fine because that's
good.
technically the first one. So
Yeah,
now
the
we'll
pre-
watch
it's
the
the
other two,
prequel.
and you'll be fine. Yeah, those are good.
It's cool,
James
like,
Wan does really great.
They
horror
go
movies.
into like the other world in
the
Insidious.
the further.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that like concept.
Yeah.
Instead of like the dumb like jump scares all the time. Like I'd rather there be like something else in there.
Central Intelligence starring Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Finding Dory, that'll be really good.
Oh yeah.
And that's is all in May.
No, I've broached May.
So lots of movies
We're in
everywhere.
Independence Day Resurgence.
Lots of movies. Lots of movies.
Hey, we have what's his name's in there? Fucking Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is back. He's back in action.
Oh my
alright.
God! Jason Statham is doing another fucking mechanic movie. Mechanic Resurrection.
That's gonna be a
because he
good
was
movie.
dead at the end of the first one.
No, that's gonna be a great movie.
Oh,
Statham.
I remember James and I sat down and watched that. That was the most ridiculous fucking movie I've ever seen because he had seen it, I hadn't, and oh my goodness, the end of that movie is I don't even understand it. It's just so stupid. Anyway, Suicide Squad, August 5th. There you go. All right,
Great
let's
movie.
get off of me looking at these.
There's a lot of movies. A lot of cool movies coming up.
FNA
What?
FNAF World.
FNAF World.
So
FNAF World.
the
Fox
creator
News.
of Five Nights at Freddy's came
making a
out
world.
with an RPG Five Nights at
Really?
Freddy's
Wow.
I've seen plenty of
that came
gameplay
out
on it.
the other day, and it has been removed from Steam.
What?
He took it down from Steam because even though it had an 87% positive rating on there, he didn't like some of them and felt like he had just released an unfinished product, so he removed it from Steam.
Well, he released it early, like he releases
Yeah,
all
it was,
his
like, it was
fucking
like a month
games
early.
early.
He said it was like a month early.
He always
So
posts
he's
them
like,
early.
I didn't.
He
wanna
always
be
puts a
accused
date,
of-
and
Is
he's
it
never
one
released.
guy?
Never released it. Yes, yeah, Scott
Yeah.
Cawthon.
Damn.
Well, I don't know if he might have sourced some of that out. Maybe I don't
He
know.
must be making
This
a
It's a
lot.
really
I don't
basic
know.
game, though. Like, although it does have like,
I know.
it has those.
If you're one person making a game, you got to be a millionaire.
crazy.
Like
Oh,
He
no,
has
just
to.
like the
millionaire.
workload. Of
Yeah.
Just, like,
that would be
Yeah.
crazy too.
But like the game is pretty basic, but it does have that kind of like extra layer to it from the gameplay I saw, where
Bring up an
it
image.
started at one point. Like you kind of beat the game, but you don't really beat the game. And at that point, you can kind of clip around and you can walk through like trees and shit in the game, and and you start like fighting inversed versions of it's like the game's broken,
Oh.
and it's really weird.
That's strange.
But I don't know. Yeah, there's always stuff like that in those
Yeah,
games.
so it was released. Bear in mind this happened a week ago, so it could have changed by this point as this episode airs / is going up. But yeah, he took it down. His reason was it was like he felt it was unfinished. So I'm sure he goes back to the grindstone. He talked to Steam, wants to give everyone full refunds on it.
Wow, that's surprising.
wow.
Yeah, that is pretty surprising. And then at the same time, I think, he still plans to release it, I guess. I don't know. But at the same time, he's also signed on to release a bunch of Funko Five Nights at Freddy's
Oh,
characters.
he is going
not,
to
not
make
the
a
Funko Pops, like the not the Pops. They're actually
He's
just
gonna be rich.
characters that are done by Funko.
Well, either way.
So they're action figures. But yeah, he's gonna just kill it. with
He's gonna be a
that.
millionaire.
well, I mean,
He
the
is a
movie hasn't
millionaire.
even come out yet.
There's a
I
movie.
forgot the movie. I forgot about the
Oh
movie.
my
There is a movie.
God.
I can't remember
completely
who's
forgot about
who's
the
the guy
movie.
directing it. Hold on. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I can't believe how much money he's gonna make.
Yeah, that movie's gonna kill probably. Either maybe it's gonna just suck. One of the two.
We'll find out.
but
Still gonna make a
everyone
lot
will
of
see
money.
it, Yeah.
Horror movies are usually very easy to produce.
Eh,
so-
like all the message board things on IMDb are like, cancel this movie. Gerard Butler for guard. What the hell? I don't think they have.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, but I'm sure it's going to be some like just random nerdy guy. Michael Cera.
Ooh.
the guy
Michael
from
Cera.
Michael Cera.
That is the guy from Juno.
I always get it
Tatum.
wrong. He's in the new Batman vs Superman movie too. Lex
Who?
Luthor.
Oh, that was weird. I don't like that Luthor.
Yeah, why?
I don't
Dude,
like
come on
that
now.
Lex. He's got this weird Joker
that's,
appeal to him.
Jesse
They're the
Eisenberg.
same fucking person.
He played Mark Zuckerberg in that stupid Social Network movie.
Yeah.
I never saw
That's
it.
that
not
movie's
Michael
pretty
A lot of
good.
people
Cera.
liked it, but I never
It's
saw
pretty
it.
good.
Why
It's-
are you gonna judge
you're
it?
you're
Not
one of
give
those.
it a
You're one.
chance?
You Joe. I've known you for a long time. You are one of those people that if something is so hyped that you kind of will avoid it and not like it because of it.
Literally Facebook the movie.
It's a
Maybe I don't know. I haven't
It's
seen
a
it.
pretty good movie.
I'm making bold statements.
I
right
know,
now.
I
I'm
know.
standing by
No,
my
but I know because I'm like that in a way too, and I've tried to outgrow that like mentality of like, oh, everybody likes it, so I hate it. But like,
Anyway, it
That's-
sucks. Don't go see it.
anyway,
Well, I haven't seen it, Joe, and I'm not going to because of
yeah.
your recommendation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But and then I saw him in that the Batman and
Juno.
No.
The
movie that's
The
coming
Juno
out where he
versus
plays Lex
Superman.
Luthor, and he's-
Juno
he's like this, like,
God damn it, Michael Cera.
It's not Michael Cera.
which one?
yeah, but Juno is
Aren't they making a Juno
Shadow
too?
Cat or whatever her name is from X-Men. So
Are you kidding me?
yeah,
Oh, man.
Ellen Page.
I
Face,
didn't know
oh
that.
man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she would be able to take on Superman because she just phase
Yeah,
all the
that's
time
true,
whenever he
that's
tries
true.
to do anything.
She wouldn't be
Kitty.
fast enough.
So the it was going to be directed by Gil Keenan, Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Who
What else did he do?
He did like Monster House. Wasn't that an animated thing? Yeah. City of Ember. Oh, he did the Poltergeist remake. That wasn't good.
Oh yeah, that was garbage.
But apparently he's going to write and direct it. So
yeah, that
boy.
wasn't good at all.
I don't know if he's gotten knocked off or if anything's moved forward with that.
It'll
But
be good enough.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what
We'll
happens.
See what happens.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them,
FNAF.
November 18th.
Do you think they're gonna call it Five Nights at Freddy's,
Oh yeah,
or are they gonna call it
Freddy Fazbear's Fun
Freddy
Time Emporium.
Fazbear's
No, they'll
the
call it-
security guard?
The security guard. No,
They'll
they're
call
gonna
it
Night
That's
Watch.
branding. That's simple branding. You don't change the title of it.
I don't know. I've
see.
seen it happen.
FNAFL.
Chica's great.
It'll be whatever
Adventure Hunt.
title a Five Nights at Freddy's story.
Are you gonna go see it, Joe?
No.
You
Maybe.
don't, you don't like scary things.
No, I don't
I've
know,
never
especially
really
Joe.
even played the game. I've played the Gmod maps more than I've played the game. I'll let that
Played
be
it once.
said.
It was. I liked it, but it was also terrifying, and I can't see why you would subject yourself to that.
It's more so for me. It's literally just the shock of the jump scare. It wasn't actually being. Well, I would get nervous because I was afraid that I was gonna fuck up and then get like.
Yeah.
That happens a lot in the game. So that's the only thing is like you're hoping not to fuck up, and if you fuck up, there's a scare. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit, I fucked up, and I also just got freaked out.
What do you have to
Yeah.
do in the game? Like I never even played it.
You just have to make sure that you check certain cameras to make sure either
Keep them from getting at you without wasting all the power you have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like Foxy,
it's
you would
nerve-
have to
Yeah, it's
keep
not
an
my
eye
kind.
on, otherwise Foxy would come out and just like insta kill you. Yeah. I mean, you might be able to stop Foxy, but speaking of video game movies, while I'm looking at this, Assassin's Creed comes out December 21st, 2016.
Whoa.
And I'm sure we'll be getting a trailer for it. Probably not too far off because they finished filming.
Who?
know anything about
What
it?
kind of? Yeah, what,
Fassbender's playing the main
That's
character,
right. I knew that.
and he's
Michael
also producing.
isn't
What,
It's being directed by the
what
guy.
realm is it in? Do you know?
yeah.
Ubisoft came out and specifically said it does take place within the canon of the game.
Okay.
So the game, the universe of the game, which is good for you because you're pretty familiar with the universe of the game, is all still there. It's all still Desmond and all that
Jumping in
Abstergo
hand.
stuff. All that Abstergo stuff was still happening, and you can't go wrong with Michael Fassbender. So I think they said it. I'm pretty sure they had said where it does take
Because are
place.
they doing present day and then the back in the day?
Yes, and Michael Fassbender's playing both because
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
released
Cool.
stills of him in
Yeah, I've seen
seemingly an Abstergo facility, kind of like what Desmond in the first game, and also his ancestor.
Cool.
If there's any game that make a good movie, it's that one.
Which one?
Assassin's
awesome.
Creed.
That, I
The
mean,
original?
I think it's gonna be.
Just Assassin's Creed.
It'll be
The
fun.
the first
at the very
No,
least.
just in general, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, wow.
the story and the lore of the universe has always been really,
Do you
really
think?
cool.
Do you think Stone will be in it?
Who will
I
he
don't
play?
know.
He should be.
That's not his department.
Stone.
He can be an assassino.
I hope you're in the movie.
It could be.
Let's see here. The description on
That'd be a
IMDb is
great
when
movie.
Callum Lynch is the name of the character. When Callum Lynch explores the memory of his ancestor Aguilar and gains the skills of a master assassin, he discovers he is the descendant of a secret assassin society. I mean, that's pretty basic. But,
Yeah.
you
is
get
it-
the names at least.
What's the guy's name? His ancestor?
Aguilar
Aguilar.
or Aguilera or whatever.
That sounds
Aguilar.
Christina Aguilera.
Yep.
And it's Fassbender. He's from the UK, right? Is he?
He's
He's
Irish.
German Irish.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes,
it might-
because
this
he
might
does
have a
speak German fluently.
European persuasion.
Yes, very European persuasion.
This could be
He was
I
born in
don't
Germany.
recognize that name, but then again, it could have popped up because they have a lot of behind the lore stuff that if you really want to, you can look into it a lot with Assassin's Creed. I don't usually do that, but you can find a lot of
The
data
logs or
files and
whatever, yeah.
logs and.
Could they tell a new story? You think?
Oh yeah, easily. Because
Oh,
once
there's
they,
so many stories you could
once
tell.
they got to the point
Oh,
where they could extract people's DNA and then go inside of it,
you can
like
do
anyone
anything.
can, and you can do anything. Like it's
That'd
like
be cool to have some stories that only exist in the movie world and some you can play. You know,
Takes place
on
in 15th century Spain.
okay.
Well, he's a 15th century Spanish assassin. So
Wouldn't
I'm
that be
assuming-
what was it called? Black Flag?
No.
That was
Yeah. But
Yeah, you're
maybe,
right.
No, maybe he is right. That may be the same time-ish because
was around 1500.
1500s is around
Pirates of the
that,
Caribbean.
so it would be similar-ish.
The cast is pretty impressive. It's Michael Fassbender, Marianne Cotillard, Jeremy Irons, Brendan Gleeson.
I don't know who any of these
Is the
people
second-
are.
You know
Except
who Brendan?
Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah, Mad Eye Moody.
No, I know
Jeremy
that guy.
Irons is Scar, and he's also Alfred in the new Batman v Superman.
I don't know who those guys are.
Scar.
Jeremy Irons? You don't know who Jeremy Irons
No,
is?
I
Jordan?
don't.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Literal. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Lion King.
What's
Yeah,
that?
but he doesn't know what he looks like.
I don't know.
It's
what he
about
looks like.
cats,
Oh.
Jordan.
It is about cats.
It's
literally-
Wildcats, okay?
Big cat.
He
I
was.
cannot wait.
You. Okay, you know who he is. Die Hard. He was in the third Die Hard movie, Die Hard with Vengeance. He was Hans Gruber's brother.
Is this Count Dracula?
You saw the
I don't
movie
know
with
who
me
that
in the
is.
theater.
John Guber's
Which
brother.
guy?
He's not even a main character.
Is this Count Dracula
No, wait, what?
from Van Helsing?
No.
Van Helsing. When are they making another
Absolutely
Van
not.
Helsing?
What do you mean absolutely not? That kind of looks like him.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Wait a second. Is that the guy from Aragon?
Yes.
That
Yes, he
movie
is.
Aragon.
sucked.
The
Yes.
dragon?
That's back when they were trying to make young adult movies
Yeah,
work.
No, I know who that is. I just need to see a picture of him.
And it's back when they were trying to make young adult book movies work.
My
Did not
goodness.
happen until Twilight. apparently.
Aragon. Good night. What a
Kerchak.
nightmare. of a piece
I don't know who
of
Michael K.
garbage.
Williams is. That name sounds familiar.
Okay, well,
There's
so
a lot of good movies
a lot
coming
of
up.
good movies. We're on the movies again.
I had to
Another
go
thing-
back.
Another thing that's been happening this past week is a massive snowstorm
Damn you,
on the
snow.
East Coast.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
talk about you, Snow.
Hope you guys are alright.
I hope that doesn't affect me flying back home.
It probably won't.
No, by now it should be good.
By in a few days it should be fine.
Yeah.
because there's still a lot of cancellations.
I was
but
watching the news on that
It
stuff.
was
and
crazy.
there
There- I think like so far like
It's a record.
28 people are dead.
yeah.
Really? Wow.
From
From just various things like car crashes to carbon monoxide to just freezing and like it's just a whole like a lot of building collapses.
crazy.
There was a lot of flooding in Jersey.
Yeah,
New Jersey.
there's the storm surge or whatever that came up. And
What, it melted?
No. It flooded the ocean. I guess the high tides like went right through and
there's
shit.
like a storm surge or something that happens during big winter storms
some
that afterwards
pictures.
it comes in and just like it's crazy.
really bad
But yeah, from pictures I've seen, it reminds me of those good old times in Massachusetts when we get the nor'easters. So similar and just snow and snow and snow and snow.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's a few
crazy.
time lapses that are just like
Yeah.
oh it'll stop
Yeah.
it'll stop it's just getting
That's crazy.
crazy yeah. So that was some places in West Virginia I think got 40 some inches of snow.
Shit.
And
Holy
that's not even
crap.
drifting either. That's
40.
40 inches
Oh
plus
my
drifting,
goodness.
and you're looking
Damn.
global warming.
40 inches.
at like 40 inches.
I always love when like bad winter storms happen. It's like, what the fuck they talking about global warming?
Seems to be getting colder than me.
Oh,
Goodness.
Snow would be taller than me.
Killed people.
Yeah, it's-
Snow.
nature.
Now
Weather
they're
outside is
Nature.
fine. That's true.
Have you seen The
nature
Gray?
is,
That's true.
What about
Wolves
what
can
about
do
the day after tomorrow?
Amazing things.
Well,
Jake
New York was
Gyllenhaal?
day after tomorrow's stats. They had like shut down traffic and everything.
Really?
Yeah. They had a curfew on traffic. They like it. It
Yeah, it was
was.
definitely a state of emergency back where I'm from.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
in
declared.
James.
Yep. I don't remember anything being too bad in North Carolina outside of a couple hurricanes, and then I think we had. It's like
You guys are a lot warmer
2005.
down
I think
there.
there was a yeah, but I mean it can get pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think we had a time where it snowed maybe like half a foot or something like that, and school was closed for like a week.
Damn.
I don't know if you remember that, but yeah,
We had that.
That's
ice storm.
crazy.
yeah.
It just everything.
Ice storms are the worst. I remember
Yeah.
probably one of the worst that happened in Massachusetts was it probably iced. It wasn't even rain. It wasn't snow. It was raining ice that would form
Sleet.
onto things.
And yeah.
it wasn't even sleet. It was just weird because it was just raining-ish.
That could
would
mess you
just.
up.
And so there was probably about
Wasn't
like,
cold enough to freeze in midair,
midair,
but when it
as soon as
lands, it
hits,
freezes.
froze. So
Yeah.
You couldn't
everything,
drive.
all the branches on all the trees were sagging.
Yeah.
About 50% of them.
They get that
snapped.
thick layer.
There was a
Yeah.
bunch of massive trees that fell over across roads. I think
Damn.
people lost power for like 3 weeks.
Holy
Like
shit.
nearby. Like luckily it was
That literally becomes hunting outside with spears at that
Yeah.
point.
yeah. Okay, it wasn't hilarious, but like
No,
we were
no,
right
yeah.
on the divide of the town. It was Merrimack and then Amesbury. If anyone knows about Massachusetts, like so we were right next to Amesbury. So people across the street from us
Had
were
power?
all Amesbury. They had no power for
Oh.
2.5 weeks. We
Man.
never lost internet. We had power, internet, water,
Wow. Holy shit.
everything.
Dang.
They lost
Wow.
everything for 2.5 weeks. And
Good you were on that side of the road.
I don't know how we got that lucky because
You were on a
every
different
there was
grid, probably.
yeah, no, we definitely were, but like everyone in the state was getting knocked
Damn,
out, and
that's
like
wild.
it was crazy.
Fuck
The ice
that.
storm was the worst.
So you're all
ever.
cozy with hot chocolate and internet,
they're-
and,
and
you're
they're-
watching people out the window like go primal.
They had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they had like the people that had generators.
Feral
People were
humans.
trying to break into their houses.
What?
Jesus.
Sword fighting in the front yard with bicycles.
Fuck that.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty darn good.
So you have power, Tom.
I see that hot spot in there.
See, steam's coming off your hot tub right now. Yeah, we're warming it up for later, Bill. Oh, okay.
Severed heads in
I'm kind of worried about eating later because
that,
I don't have any food.
Is that Bevan Bob or?
Bevan Bob.
Bevan and Bob.
No, Bevan Bob.
Big Bob.
Final
yeah,
subject.
So snow. So everyone stay safe and
Stay
have fun
safe.
digging out, and hopefully no one else
Don't take
perishes.
chances on the snow. or the
Yeah,
ice.
it's snow
You know what?
sucks
You know what?
when it
Actually, I
gets
was like
bad.
thinking, why don't they build in richy areas? Why don't they build
Richie.
like
They can
things-
afford it.
The government should
They're richy.
build under the road like a heat coil and it
Solar
melts.
roadways.
Yeah,
They've
see
been
those?
looking into that for a
Why can't
while
you
of
do
ways
that?
to.
You should be able
It's
to
just so expensive. Like
Fucking-
if you
It's
could, and-
expensive to build a normal road.
yeah,
but it'd be
exactly.
even more expensive and costly if there was a breakage that like affected like an entire road.
Oh, got a coil out on I-79.
Just imagine the repercussions of like building that.
Gotta
paying
rip up
all
the road
money,
now.
and
They
should
having a
build it
whole
so it
like
doesn't
3 mile
break.
stretch that gets covered in snow because it's broken.
Well, they have-
and they don't have plows ever again because they don't need them anymore. And then
They
it's
would
just
have-
like,
Well,
well,
it kills industry, which isn't going to happen. But they also had the solar roadways were like little individual cells. They're like hexagons
Yeah.
together. So if one
Oh,
breaks or
yeah.
if a patch breaks, they just swap them out and they're good to go.
That'd be cool.
There are
one day.
solutions. It's just, I don't know.
One
what
day
it's
we'll
If
get
I
it.
won the Powerball, I'd do that. Like
Solve
just
it.
for like just for the
Just
like,
for around your
just for the
place?
roads like around where we live, so we can get to work. We'll be fine.
Spend it all on 3 square miles.
Yep, be a couple million, but
a
we could do it.
generous benefactor
Ruined
decided to-
everything by switching up.
puts all the plows in Littleton out of business. Oh man.
How about that final subject?
We're done with that. Thanks for joining us, everyone, for Cooch Talk. We're
You guys
That's
don't wanna
the
talk
that's the
about
one
Halo 5.
subject that he wanted to talk about.
okay, Joe. Halo 5 Forge.
Halo
I
5.
didn't.
Do a lot of
I
new
actually didn't
maps.
know it came out in December.
We should bring some
What?
images up.
Halo
Forge?
5 Forge. Yeah.
Oh,
Forge
yeah.
maps.
No, I was
Yeah.
not aware, but
It's been here
apparently
for a while.
they've been doing some crazy
People
stuff.
are
in Forge.
incredible. We played the other night. I've been playing with the fans a lot, and we've been playing on maps like crazy maps. Like they remade like old maps from like Halo 2, Halo 3, and then they made this big room. It was called Andy's dorm, like because he's in college now. So they made it was like a big
Toy
dorm.
Story.
And it was like a Toy Story thing. Like there was like the bed was huge and like there was like a closet and you could go up into the ceiling. It was really cool.
That's
like a
awesome.
Tiny Spartan. And
Yeah.
and it was cool because when I first saw the game, like a lot of the maps looked really unfinished. But then,
Yeah.
we were talking and we realized like it kind of goes back to Halo 2. Like there's not as many textures, so it's
Yeah, which makes the
sportier. You can
game-
focus on the gameplay rather
Exactly.
than
Yeah.
that bush over there, or like all those textures in like Halo 3 that would throw you off and stuff.
Yeah.
Or that's how it was for me. But
You'd have like, because when you build in the Forge, you'll have like, you could do it normally too, but usually you'll have like the wall, like you have like a whole wall, and you could just like build shit like a grid.
yeah,
So it's kind of like
Forge
it's
has
not
come a long way.
it's not like Halo 3, 4, and 5 maps where they're like really detailed. It's like really
and
simple.
specific.
So it's
These
pretty
are
cool.
like rudimentary pieces. And,
Yeah,
but no, it's like
it
a
is
whole,
great.
It's like a
'Cause
full
I saw a
paint.
Super Mario map someone made.
People are making.
Yeah.
Somebody made Wipeout. That show Wipeout.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Spinning things,
man.
swinging, and things are swinging.
We should
That's
definitely like
awesome.
find some. I'm sure
It's
a bunch
not
of
like
cool
what you
custom.
expect Forge. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you're in a 3D software building stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's neat,
crazy.
About
We should
time it
definitely
came
do
that
some
far.
custom
Yeah,
games
it's
in that.
wild.
try out some random stuff because I'm sure they came up with a lot of cool new game types and stuff that
Yeah.
you can play.
It's so intricate.
Well, not
like,
really game. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, kind of. You have to
can
make them
create,
though.
Like they gave you all these little mechanical pieces that you can put and make your own game types almost. So
Yeah.
I'm curious about what you can do.
Yeah.
I tried to go in and just start sculpting, but it's so intricate. You have to plan your map out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can build in there, but it's just so.
Yeah, they did a
meticulous.
really good job with it. Like, it's completely different than like the other Halo Forges. You could do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So, yeah.
That's cool.
But if you play with Joe or sometimes me when we play,
I have
Halo,
like a whole like squad. Like we play every
Yeah.
week, so it's like.
It's
But yeah,
awesome.
we have every week. There's like new people. So
and new
if you guys
maps.
want to play?
There are forever new maps. So. Or if you have maps that you have seen and think are awesome, tweet at him or me.
Yeah.
Both of us, all of us.
I need to jump in because I've
On
barely
Halo?
played any Halo.
You
5.
should.
I was playing pretty good because I've always liked the feel of Halo 5 since the beta I had played.
Yeah.
It felt like a lot
It's
more
grown
like
on
Halo 3. So I definitely want to get in, and that was like my favorite part about Halo 3 was exploring all the top-rated maps on Bungie.net.
Yeah.
You just like download a whole bunch of them, and then they download to your console, and then you go
Yeah,
check
they
them out.
did a really good job. Like you could at this point you can make maps like if you guys played Halo 2, the terminal map with the trains that go. Do you remember that? There was like trains and like
Yeah.
train tracks, and they like actually replicated it. And it looks like
Is there
exactly
a train
like
in there
it.
that moves?
Yeah, they made a train like that go like that actually
so
goes.
crazy.
So you could do like crazy shit.
They
like
have.
that.
I remember back in the day, all that fantastic Halo 3 like shenanigans that you'd have to do to forge like different like
Oh, you-
floating
yeah,
structures.
yeah,
you had to do
yeah.
like the teleporter
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
It was
It
just
was
like
wild.
constructing
But now-
all this weird
yeah, now you
stuff.
can do it, like,
and
it's
it's
in
like
the
oh,
actual forge.
sat there for like half an hour trying to get something to snap to the right
Yeah,
place because
yeah,
it kept
yeah.
on like getting knocked out.
That
It's
made
just
me
like,
so
"Ugh!"
nauseous.
Yeah, now you can do whatever
now
the fuck
it's just
you
like
want.
super. It's like actually like building
even
something
even
in
Halo
Unreal or
4, like
something.
you could do a lot, but you couldn't do as much. Like now you could do everything.
We did a Forge Machinima
Yeah, we did.
forever ago
Yeah.
about the
Did
woes
you?
of Halo 3.
Yeah, it was called.
gotta
We
watch
did
it.
it. We had on our old Machinimas video that we
Yeah,
did
I
on the
remember
hub.
watching you guys
It
do
was
that.
called
Invite
Only. Yeah. Yeah.
Because people would join you, be forging for hours. And
Yeah.
jump
The
in
only
and-
time I ever forged was when I was building like a set or something like that, or trying to for a machinima I never made. But yeah, I often did that as opposed to actually
Imagine
building a
the
functional
machinima
map.
possibilities now.
Oh,
Danny.
You build whole cities.
Yeah,
Go
you
right
could-
back into that.
with
Yeah, you
soccer
can build
balls.
everything.
How much is the like? What's the capacity for the Xbox? Like I'm sure
how
there's
much how big you can make it.
like I'm sure there's an
Pretty big budget.
item. There's probably a poly count like budget that you get or
I'm telling you,
memory
like I
budget.
gotta show you the map, but it's like huge. Like you're in Andy's dorm, and it's fucking huge. Like it's like it's probably like
16 player
if you were
maps.
like if Master Chief was like how tall we are, it'd probably be like a quarter mile like each way.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
We should
Yeah.
play that map tonight. I haven't, because we just ran through it. I didn't actually.
Yeah.
I didn't actually play it.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. That sounds interesting. I
Hop
want to try
on
it out.
Halo.
I want to try it out. I haven't been back into the Halo game for a while.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
You should.
It's cool, like, I don't know, just playing with everybody, like a full party again and doing custom
Halo
games
5
is
matchmaking is
surreal.
kind of like it's
I thought it was
way
gone.
too competitive. Like you can't, like you just pretty much like spawn and die, and you can't.
It's so sporty.
Yeah, you can't see.
gotta
It's
be
kind
an
of hard.
all-star.
Apparently, they have a
You have no fun.
a
Nothing you
multi
can do when
budget
you spawn
system.
and
Yeah.
die.
A multi budget system.
Multi-budget system. Okay.
It grades by objects, memory, light map, and VFX.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, that sounds like the.
And
That's
they have it
interesting.
percentage-
I didn't expect them to do VFX, but I guess
Yeah,
that makes
custom
sense.
games,
Can
though,
you
are
add like
great.
fire and
Yeah.
like?
You
You can do
Yeah.
lighting
Change the
and
whole
That's
feel.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because like dynamic lighting is like a big thing that like is a big budget.
here you go. Light objects, light fixtures, option light bake or opt in light bake and shadow clamp.
Okay, so you can bake.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would save a lot. Like
Yeah.
like
we
when
no
you
longer
bake in-
automatically
Yeah, like
generate
setting
lighting
it.
every time a Spartan is dropped into a test gameplay. Tap the button to drop the Spartan or hold down to render the
So
lights
usually
before.
when you're designing a map in any engine, most engines are starting to move completely to dynamic because it's possible now. But usually you'll build a map, and then once you have all the structures and everything in there, you set static lights around the map for like a lamppost,
Yeah,
sun, or something like that, and then you bake it so it bakes all the shadows in, so it doesn't have to process them anymore. The lighting's there and it stays.
Cool.
But then you need to have a separate dynamic system for the actual characters that are moving through the map,
Yeah.
because they cast a shadow. But the only trade-off of that is any map like lights aren't going to cast shadows off of that.
Jordan, it looks like you'd have a field day with this.
You should give
You
it a
can
shot.
map wind on X, Y, and Z
Yeah,
axis.
that's cool.
Yep.
Because
And
they
stuff
probably
like
have
that. They have
like
a-
cloth systems in there. That,
They have like a grid, like a coordinate system. You
Yep.
can actually
yeah,
coordinate.
you can snap the coordinates and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
100 plus colors, reference colors.
Yeah, they really. I mean, I can't
See, I
believe
didn't know they
Scripting.
did. I wondered why the.
Is it a visual scripting system?
Okay, so it says scripting Redux. Almost every object in the new Forge can be scripted to move around, change colors, send event messages to other objects, spawn
Yep.
itself.
That's how they did the train and
all kinds of other
Yeah,
fun
just like,
things.
Like at this time, like
Um,
it goes and it just keeps
Yep.
keeps
And
going.
it probably has like an interpolation system, kind of like in
says-
where it moves from point A to point
Yep,
B, or
yep.
like it can
Yeah.
move around.
It could have
Man,
up to
you
4
could do
scripts.
like
You could do anything.
You could do like moving like
Yeah.
things that like ramps
I'm
that you
sure
could like
people are
jump in
making,
between and like.
They have a logic script.
Look up the Wipeout map. Just bring it open a new
That's
tab.
awesome.
Yeah,
Man, I want to get
Yeah,
into
no, you
this.
definitely. Everyone better look it up. It's great.
Man, I could make maps. I could make gauntlets for everyone and be like, okay.
I like.
It might be on YouTube,
I like
actually.
the
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
like the old Halo. Like they make like Halo 2 maps and Halo 3 maps, but they look great. Like they look really good. And then they'll have like crazy ones where it's like obstacle courses or whatever. Like you're in a warthog and you have to like go around the
Yeah.
track, and then like this one where it's like a bowl. There it is. Look at
Wipeout
that.
That's awesome.
Literal
So-
wipeout.
This is a YouTube thumbnail, by the way, so that's some other YouTube channel's little
Yeah.
bar
Forge
there.
Hub. But these are so you start in there, and when you get to these terminals, you activate them, and there's a teleport.
Dude, that looks so
Yeah.
nuts.
So it's like checkpoints.
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
it's like these things
That's cool.
spin, and they'll knock you
I
off.
don't know-
and it's like
That looks better than the
after.
Kinect version of Wipeout.
It does.
I don't.
I bet it records
We
better.
never
plays
we never
better,
beat
too.
it though, did we?
We did. We got to the very end of it, and everyone just started killing each other.
Did we?
Well, there's always that
the
honor system that
drawback
has
of
The
to.
very,
custom
the
games.
very
The
end.
people that were really good and knew the map would get to the end, and I would just jump through their teleporter.
Yeah.
It's like
Killed them.
parkour, Minecraft
I can't
parkour
remember.
maps.
Or I would just get up on top and like shoot people with the
Yeah.
pistol all around.
Alright,
me.
yeah.
I just want to show Jordan some of these pictures of the Forge stuff, like just the.
Because yeah, they have map.
All
This
those
is pretty
fucking
much like
settings.
it seems like they may have taken a lot of stuff from.
Canvases.
What's the name of that
You can do like backgrounds and stuff like that. You can just straight
Yeah.
up make your own
So
map.
it's like skyboxes.
The only thing I don't like is that they have a lot of terrain geometry that would be awesome for like tower games and stuff, but it's all inaccessible. Like, you only really have access
yeah.
to-
There's
It's
like
only a
mountain.
background thing?
Like I would love to build something up the side
Like,
of that
go-
mountain,
go
but
up.
it's out of bounds.
Keep going. Where's like the mountain at? That you
It was.
saw?
It was
Is there
down
a time
below.
of day
like
stuff
that.
in
Like you
that too?
can't.
What's that?
Is there
you
time of
can't
day
go
stuff?
Like up
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
Like you can go like this, like a border.
Like this right here. This one's like a avalanche that froze over.
Yeah.
An avalanche that froze over, and so I was like, oh, that'd be cool to do Tower of Power up that. But then the barrier starts right where you.
So you
wanna-
can't build out there.
Can you could we set up a new Jenga map or I'm assuming
Oh, yeah.
someone has
People
Yeah.
the
made Jenga maps.
We played Jenga.
You play with tanks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Jenga's
It's
like
kind of
the-
weird that
the thing where you throw stuff at the big thing.
you get launched into it. The one that we played, you got like launched.
Oh.
I think you were in a warthog, and the whole warthog
I wonder
was
if-
like launched into it. But
I wonder if Griffball can make a comeback.
they're
in
gonna
Halo 5.
like in. I think you were saying like how they didn't launch with the game Forge.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna keep updating it down the line,
Yeah.
and it is a good game. It's just like when it came out, it was kind of like missing shit.
Yeah.
Now I think at this point, like they definitely
Seems like it's developed.
like they
quite a
need to
bit.
have
That's
oddball.
cool.
What else did they not put in it?
It is weird some of the things that
oddball,
didn't make it
griffball.
to the launch.
like,
You put
didn't make it.
oddball in there? That's
Infection
weird.
Yeah.
didn't make it in.
They didn't put infection in
Yeah.
there. What
Bare
in the
bones,
world?
like
Yeah.
Slayer, capture the flag.
Well,
My
Infection
goodness.
was based off of a fan thing, right?
Zombies.
They
from
they,
Halo
they
2.
like
in Halo
fully
4.
developed it in
Yeah, but-
Halo
yeah.
4
But,
though.
but I'm
Yeah.
but I'm saying like oddball has been a mainstay though. Why
You know, it's
I don't know,
in,
yeah.
if you go in campaign in Halo 5, the skulls, and there are skulls you can get, and they're like really tiny. They're
Can't
like
even see 'em, they're like
they're like really fucking
Like tennis
tiny.
ball
So it'd be
size.
like I guess you could hold it though and hold your gun. They'll probably have you hold it and then have the gun out in the other hand.
How do you
That'd be
lower
kinda
your
cool
guns?
To do have a
If we're gonna make maps,
pistol and you can
detailed
smash
maps for
with it.
machinimas, and we need to walk around without going like that to each other, how do we lower the guns?
I don't
Nope.
know.
I'm gonna
No.
Google it.
Hello, Daniel. How's your day today?
You like.
Well,
like,
Jordan, I'm gonna kill Joe.
All right, lower weapon. I wonder if that's even a thing anymore. It probably
I
isn't.
doubt it.
How to lower your weapon? Halo
Just look all
5
the way down,
Guardians.
and then your head will
You
go.
could probably do it.
Oh, does the Spartan just like?
Yeah, what was it? You go.
Yeah, last time it was like.
Wait, what is this? Somebody posted a thing. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but I was going into custom games to take some sexy photos of my Spartan and was trying to figure out how to lower my weapon. He's taking sexy photos of a Spartan.
Sex photos?
Dang.
Can you go into Forge and design your
sex
Spartan?
photos.
After literally.
I don't think you can do that.
This is a specific.
All you need to do is press and hold them down in order. AX, down D-pad, right stick.
Same as before, right?
They said it. This guy said he's pretty sure it works online.
How did I used to do that?
It was really weird. I remember I had to go like that.
A bumper jumper I used to use all the time, so it had an even weirder. Like,
Oh,
setup
really?
For it. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember exactly.
You can go into theater mode too if you really wanted.
Yeah, no,
That's
but
how
if the
people
gun
do it.
isn't lowered, then you can't like.
True. Yeah.
It looks like crap because they're just walking around like this all the time.
Patty soldier. All right.
Okay.
Halo 5 in the campaign, you actually do lower your gun though.
I went to look at the chat to
In
see
that
what they
note.
were saying, and they're not there.
Well, they're
Hey
not there.
guys,
Well, anyway, boys.
thank you for.
I want to
joining
thank
us
everyone
today.
here for joining us for Creature Talk this fine day, whatever day this decides to air. But yeah, we're currently at PAX and/or on our way back already. So thank you so much,
Jordan, I don't think you were recording the whole time.
Oh my!
No, I'm just
goodness.
joking. That,
No, I did,
imagine
I
if
did.
That would have been the worst.
Imagine if that happened.
If there was nothing recording this entire
There's
time,
like-
Just talking.
not even the camera, that would have just sucked.
Oh
That'd been
my
pretty darn
See
god!
a
good.
red
there.
light on.
Nah,
Pretty darn good.
it's gone.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining
Bye,
us for this
everybody.
pre-recorded Creature
Bye.
Talk. We'll catch you guys later.
Thanks
Keep
for
up to date on
listening.
all our stuff.
Later.
Watch the hub, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play this out.
Hey, does
Play us
anybody?
out, everybody?
Play us
So
out. What
I
does that
stuck
mean?
this over
guys have a great
to,
day.
to
We
cover
love
the
you
up the
all.
logo
I've never
here,
seen that.
and I ended up stealing this from
Do
Minecon.
it
This is
live.
from
What are you
Minecon
doing?
20.
All right, everybody.
gonna
Thank you
go
for joining
Forge.
us. Yeah, Halo 5 Forge. Let's
Where's
go.
Aaron? I want to do something to him.
Aaron? He's
Yeah.
over there.
Aaron.
Goodbye.